So our next aspect of freedom is financial freedom. This, you know what? We don't even have to spend a lot of time on.
We don't.
I would love to have someone who is as well versed in the financial space to come and educate everyone on tips, tricks, advice, best practice, and things of that nature.
Yeah, I got somebody in mind. I think that'll happen real soon. I think that'll be beneficial for the people, and I think that'll be a great way to jump off the next season. So yeah, be on the lookout for actual resources to give you expertise on the information that we talk about.
Yeah, and we could just talk about this at like a high level. I mean, so if anybody were to look up the stats, would you mind looking them up?
No problem.
What percentage of consumerism is done by Black people? We've
definitely talked about this.
Yeah, we talked about the Black dollar on our very first episode, and it's still something that's out of control. I think that Black people, the way we spend money, is much different than the way we think about our future. So let's put it this way: if you see yourself, and because I know a lot of Black people are, I don't want to call it overly spiritual, but we're spiritual people, especially if you're Baptist. You think that prayers are gonna get you financially where you want to go or where you want to be. This is unrealistic because, of course, even in the Bible it says, faith without works is dead. A person who can't manage their money will always end up broke. Okay, these are in the Bible, the same Bible that you're praying through to see your dreams realized, and you're not doing what it takes to get there. And the Bible is all about discipline. One of the things, it's all about discipline. All right, and if you don't have discipline, you're never going to be able to do anything meaningful. Andrew Tate says the definition of winners and losers. Okay, so because in life there are clear winners and clear losers. The losers are slaves to what they want to do or what they don't want to do. You're only going to do what you want to do. You're going to be a loser. Okay, you only do what you feel like doing. You're going to be a loser because the winners are out there doing everything, whether they feel like doing it or not. All right, they're waking up early, even though because everybody's tired. Everybody's tired.
Man, tell me about it.
But some people are still getting up early in the morning and beating you in life. They're up 3 hours before you. All right. So how much can you really do in 3 hours? There's audio books out there that are 3 hours long. So they just read a whole book before you even got up in the morning.
Thanks.
Okay. And then you get up and then you do your morning routine and then you go to your job and then you hate your job and then you get off your job. And then what do? You still got another few hours before you even go to bed. So are you going to go to the bar? Are you going to play Call of Duty? Are you going to, whatever? Like, what are you going to do?
Scroll on social media?
Yeah. Are you going to TikTok all day? Like, what are you going to do if you want to see your dreams realized? But so what do you got over there?
So I pulled some stats while we were waiting on that. And this is from 2021. So this is December 2021. This is not even last year. This is the year before.
Yeah.
Black consumers spent $835 billion. $835 billion. Just Black consumerism.
Yeah.
That's in 1 year, guys.
Almost $1 trillion.
Black consumers, it says 12% of the population spending. But here's the thing, you got to remember, we are a minority group. So true. That's why. That's literally the only reason why. Yeah. That's why I gave you both the dollar amount and the percentage, because the percentage is going to look low, but in relation to, our population, obviously.
Oh yeah.
But if we look up the percentage of Black people in America, it's probably like 10%. So we're over, the number of people that are here. Let's look that up then. Let's see how many, what percent of the U.S. is Black. And then that'll really put it into perspective, because if only 8% is Black and we're 12% of all consumerism, that's high. Yeah. That's actually high.
Wow. All that buying power, almost $1 trillion. Okay, Wow.
13.6% of America is black. So almost 100% of all black people are out here spending money. Okay. If 12% of the U.S.'s population, let me rephrase it. If out of the U.S. population, 12% of all spending is black. And out of the whole population, we only make up 13%. Think about that.
Right.
We only make up 13.6% of the U.S.'s population. As consumers, we make up 12% of all spending. So, yeah, think about it.
This is, and the power is in America, at least. It's in the money.
Yeah.
Because money buys you freedom, and people can say it doesn't, but it does. That's the same reason you can afford a good lawyer and be free versus someone who can't afford a lawyer and be locked up. So I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I mean, money can buy you forms of freedom. I'm not going to say true freedom because
not true freedom.
Yeah, that ain't that. Yeah, you can't buy that. That's priceless. True freedom is priceless because
comes from within.
Absolutely. But yeah, like you said, from a high level standpoint, you if you really want to be financially free, you have to be out here making the moves. You can't be out here spending your time BSing. You got to actually do something. You can't waste time. That's why we do this podcast. What are you doing today that's going to make sure 5 years from now you're set?
Yeah, people aren't going to remember you for what you said. They're going to remember you for what you did.
Absolutely. What have you done to make sure your family's successful?
Yep.
What are you doing currently to make sure your family's successful? And if you're not doing anything, what are you going to do starting today?
Yeah.
Because it's never too late to start. It's only too late once you've passed over. So every day is a day for you to start doing better, start making plans, start making moves. If you've already made plans, okay, what are you going to do today to start implementing these plans?
Yeah.
Because a lot of us will write plans down. And it's like, okay, well, I wrote the plan down. Okay, now what are you going to do to make sure you reach these goals? Some of y'all can benefit from giving yourself deadlines. I know that helped me. If I told myself I wanted something to be done by a certain time, I wrote that deadline out and it was everywhere around my house to remind me, hey, what have you done to make sure you meet this date? This date is in 2 weeks. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Are you close to being done? How much of this work have you done? Are you 50%, 75%? If you're 75% and you got 2 days left, that means you got to give 100% for the next 2 days to get it done. You got to motivate yourself. Be your own motivator. Do you want your life to look like it's looked for the last 10 years? Or do you want better?
It's not going to magically happen.
No.
That's not how it works.
I'll tell you what. I know what I was doing this time in 2013. This time in 2000, that was 10 years ago for those that don't think and understand. In 2013, I wasn't about no money-minded stuff. I was out here in these streets, okay? So I don't want the next 10 years for me to be still out here in these streets and partying and all that. I want it to be me creating moments and experiences for myself and for my family. And the only way I can do that is if I'm free.
Yeah. Yep. And, I think when people get to that age where only thing you can feel is regret, because all your shoulda, wouldas, they have a deadline.
Absolutely.
Whether you believe it or not. Sooner or later, if you have a dream to, let's say, own a warehouse, whatever, okay, once you're so old, okay, that you need somebody to help you remember stuff, like you just can't do it, and the only thing you're left with is time. You just have to sit there with time and regret everything that you didn't do, and I mean, hell, regret will kill you.
Absolutely.
So yeah, and in regards to financial freedom, it's not complicated to get the concept of stop spending your money. That's easy. Why are you spending your money? Like, think about why you're spending your money. Is it because Balenciagas really look good to you? Or is it because you think if you get Balenciagas, people are going to think that you got enough money to have Balenciagas? I don't know.
Yeah.
But, I mean, even if they did think you have enough, you don't have enough.
Yeah, so who you really playing? You're really playing yourself.
You're definitely playing yourself. People who can afford this type of things, that's not even a spec. It's not even a thought. The people who can actually afford to do that stuff. I remember when I worked for Iron Mountain, there was a hospital that I had to go work at. And I was driving a truck. I'm looking for a place to park my truck. And I saw this little garage. I was like, should I go down there? I was like, I don't think it's high enough. So I walked down there, and it wasn't high enough, but there's a little door to the right. I opened this door, okay? And it's like an underground parking situation. It must have been literally 30, what do you call those? Bentleys and Ferraris and
nice foreigns.
Oh my God. I looked at it and I was like, this is somebody's garage. Like, it's under a hospital. Why? Why is it under a hospital? Okay, so stuff like that. This person or people probably own this hospital.
Yep. And they can store their shit under
it. Yeah, that's how they can afford all these cars. So don't go to a used car dealership and buy a Maserati from 2012 with 200,000 miles on it, and you can't even get the maintenance on it because you just want to drive a Maserati because you think it's nice. Just take a second thought and really think, what could you do? What could you purchase if you're going to purchase anything? How will it set you free? How will it keep you from making more purchases in the future? And I think that's a good start.
Yeah, and if you are unsure about any of this and you need resources, please don't hesitate to hit us up. We can link you with financial resources that can help you kind of sort through your thoughts of finances, because I know a lot of people, they don't know where to start. And for a lot of people, it's not easy to just stop spending money. They don't even understand why they spend money, and they have a bad relationship with money. I think it would do them justice to speak to a financial advisor of some sort to get some kind of grounding and foundation to where they can feel like they can say. I'll say this much, and then we can move on to the next topic. When I met with a financial advisor, I didn't know until I met with a financial advisor how easy it is to save. I didn't know to that magnitude. He was able to break down a whole lot of things to me that made so much sense, and seeing it made it better because he did a really good job with visuals, and he did like a whole presentation with a PowerPoint and all kinds of stuff. And it was really, really good. And it showed me how easy it is to save money. So for example, people say, oh, it's so hard, whatever. Okay. $20 a week, $25 a week. It's 4 weeks a month. That's $100 a month. Save $100 a month for 12 months. That's $1,200.
Yep.
Just money that you ain't doing nothing with. You didn't do anything but take $25 out of your money every week and put it in a pot.
Yep.
And at the end of the year, you just got $1,200 just sitting there. Now think about that. If you spend $40 on a bottle, drink one less bottle and put that $40 into that pot, you're creating a savings. And then if you know anything about investing, and if you know anything about insurance, then you can actually put this in an account and you can actually get interest accrued on it, and that's your money. But if you don't know that that's an option, if you don't know you can do that, you ain't doing it. Yeah. That's why I think it's important to have those conversations with financial advisors and financial services, because they show you what your money can do for you. You got money, people that got money sitting in a bank right now that ain't making them no damn money. That same money can be in an account that accrues interest that you can access. It's your shit. But if you don't know that's an option, you're not going to do it. I think that's where a lot of people's lack of saving comes from. It's not that they can't save. They don't even understand the options for saving. I know I didn't. Yeah. I didn't understand it to the magnitude that I do now. But it took me having a conversation with a financial advisor for me to be like, you know what? I could have been doing this for the last 5 years. I could have like $30,000, $40,000 right now just sitting in the background working for me. Had I known about this 5 years ago, had I known about this 10 years ago, I would be 10 years in at anywhere from a 3 to 9% return and making bukus. But if I don't know that's an option, you see what I'm saying? Right. Then I just don't know.
Yeah. And, I would say just drop that might as well attitude. Like if you're thinking, oh, well, it's only $20. I might as well. Okay, well, you might as well just throw away your future then. Just go ahead and accept the fact that things never change, and it is what it is, because these are statements that make mindsets and set your reality to what you believe.
Absolutely.
Please, if you're trying to be free yourself from that thought. Free yourself from thinking that you have to do something or that you should do something that doesn't really help you out to where you're trying to go. If you say you want to go somewhere, you're going to go. And you have to put your life on that track to get there, or else, you just, you'll never take off. And I don't want that for anybody.
Agreed.
We've already been there too long.
Yeah, and I've turned into a firm believer in walking in purpose. I'm going to walk around like I'm an investor, and I'm going to walk around like I'm a podcast host, and I'm going to walk around like I'm an author of a book, and I'm going to walk around like I give speeches. I'm going to walk in that life.
Yeah.
And then I'll attract those things by nature.
Yep.
But if people don't understand that, then they don't do anything to get to that point.
Yeah.
You have to, like they say, dress for the job you want. That's a cliche but true statement.
Yeah.
I can't say I want XYZ, but I'm not walking. Yeah, I'm not walking in that life. I'm not acting like that's what I want.
Yeah, it's crazy. You know what's crazy about life, real life? And you want to be spiritual, you can do all that. But like you're saying, you have to take action. Anytime you say something, I want this, okay? And you want it for the right reasons, and you start taking action. Okay, you just spoke something into existence. It exists, okay? But until you move, it's wherever it is, okay? It could be a year from now. It could be a month from now, 10 years from now. It's at that point, okay? Nothing happens by accident, okay? You're going to arrive, whatever time that is, okay? You're going to arrive, but you have to go.
Right.
You have to go. You can't sit around and wish it or pray it. You got to go, and it's there for you. You just have to go and get it.
Yep.
So, that and the concept of freedom is enough right there. Yeah. I can say something and then go, and it'll be there where it's supposed to be.
I just got to get to it. I got to go to it.
It's where it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
It's, after you mature, it's there. You just have to go.
And I think that's worth people understanding. When you see yourself in your mind doing the thing that you always wanted to do, or having the thing you always wanted to have, that exists.
Yep.
You have to get to it though. Yep. You have to go there, like you said. You have to go there. I was watching a TikTok that a girl was like, a lot of y'all make vision boards and, you write down things. Go experience it. You want that car? Go rent it out for a day. Feel it. Mm-hmm. See what it feel like. It's going to make you really want to do that. Yeah. You want that house? Go take a tour of it. Like you finna purchase it. It's going to make you get your stuff together to make sure you can.
Oh, yeah.
So I think that's another good way to put yourself in a better position. Just experience it. Because once you experience it, you can't unexperience it.
Yeah. Yep.
So, yeah.
Freedom is in your decisions.
Facts.
So, yeah. So we can go on. This is a really great session. We're
absolutely
going to, of course, break these up and, edit them and everything. But, this is something that is worth talking about.
Absolutely.
So our next topic is being free.